Hello and welcome to another video. So this past week I had my first experience doing an entire 5 days at home, and it was nothing short of a productivity and self-discipline disaster. I'm going to be making a very strict schedule, I'm going to be sticking to it, and I'm going to be taking you along with me. So if you're also a student and you're struggling with motivation and discipline, I hope this video helps you, and I hope that we can get through this together so that we can reach our own academic goals. All right, let's make the schedule. So the first thing I did was I whipped out my laptop and I made a list. So using Microsoft Word, I constructed a table and I divided my to-do list into 4 categories. So under school is basically a long list of all the lectures that technically by this point in time, I should have already been done. The next category is wellness. The following category is chores, and the last category is fun. So the next step is to take all of these to-do list items and put them into a realistic schedule. So I'm going to approach this in a priority-based point of view. First priority is eating and sleeping. So that's going to form the skeleton of my schedule and occur at relatively the same time every day. And then between sleeping and eating, my next priority is to get through the lecture content and school-related things. And then interspersed between those will be either a chore, a wellness activity, or a fun activity, just so that I can break up my day. So let's make the schedule. On the left-hand side of my page, I'm going to have my time slots starting the day around 6 a.m. and heading to bed at 10 p.m. The next step is, of course, adding in the days of the week, so Monday to Friday are going to go across the top of my page. After that, I'm going to add in major parts of my day, which is breakfast at 8, lunch at 12, dinner at 5, and bedtime at 10. So now that I have a basic framework for my schedule, I'm going to slot in the lectures, and I'm going to give myself 2 hours to go through each lecture. Typically it takes me 1.5 hours to 2 hours, so if I end up being faster than the allotted time, I'll just take a study break and do a chore that's still in my list if I end up with extra time. But I really don't want to make a schedule that's unrealistic or a schedule that's just going to make me feel bad because I'm falling behind, so that's why I'm kind of cushioning it with a bit of extra time around lectures. So that is my schedule for the week, and I also made a schedule for Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday and Sunday are going to be my trial days just to make sure that this type of schedule works. And then hopefully we will have a very productive weekend as well as a very productive week. Good morning, friends. It is Saturday. We are off to a good start with the whole schedule situation. And one thing that I didn't mention is every morning I'm going to be showering and getting ready. Confession time, if I am stuck at home, I will not shower every day. I'm sorry if that grosses you out, but now I will be because I think showering is really like hitting the reset button, telling your brain, okay, this is the start of our day. Also, it is 7:35. I'm scheduled to start my lecture on infective endocarditis at 8. So with this little bit of extra time, I'm gonna do some laundry. That's the plan, and also clean clothes are always nice to have. Alrighty, so the next step is coffee. Alrighty, laundry is in the wash, coffee is ready. It's gonna be time for me to start working, so I will check in with you in a bit. Okay, so I finished my lecture on infective endocarditis, and that stuff is serious. Anyways, it is 9:40. I have my next lecture scheduled for 10 o'clock, and normally, like at this time in the morning, I just like crawl back into bed, watch YouTube, scroll Instagram on my phone, but I'm not gonna do that because I have my schedule, and instead I'm going to switch my laundry over, and I'm also going to make my bed. Alrighty, so I just finished my second lecture of the day, which was on antiarrhythmic pharmacology, and woohoo, we finished. So next on the schedule is having lunch, going for a ski, and cleaning the car. Alrighty, so I'm home from my ski. Next, we must go back to doing lectures, and oh my gosh, I gotta say, it's really hard to not crawl into bed right now. I'm sorry, my love, another time. Maybe just a quick little... Hello, so it is 7 p.m. I just had dinner, took a break, watched some TV, FaceTimed some friends, and we played like a Jackbox TV game over Zoom, which was really cool. It was like a genius idea on Al's part. Anyways, it's now time to get back to work. So I'm gonna do my nutrition lecture, and then I'm gonna finish off the night playing some piano, which is something I have not done for a really long time. And then we're going to head to bed and have an amazing sleep so that we can crush it again tomorrow. Okay, so I finished the nutrition lecture. I was planning for it to take today and tomorrow, but yay! So I just need to modify my schedule, and then I'm gonna play piano, and then I'm gonna head to bed. Okay, so since I finished nutrition, I just basically moved a bunch of lectures around, but the overall structure of my day remains the same. So I have decided I'm going to learn the Moonlight Sonata. I did learn this beautiful piece when I was 11 or 12, and I'm going to be refreshing my memory on this one. Good morning, friends. We're back at it again. We're off to a slightly later start than yesterday because I was really adamant that I laid in bed for at least 8 hours. We're gonna get started on our day, have some breakfast, make some coffee, and do some lectures, and hopefully we can kind of make up for the lost time throughout the day. Alright, so I finished writing out my notes for perimenopause, and it's 7:59, so we are back on schedule. Okay, so pro tip, the first thing you do in the morning should be things that are very easy to accomplish. So, for example, I start off with a cold shower. I can talk about this more later. And then I make breakfast, and then I do like a really easy school-related task. And the theory behind starting off the morning easy is you kind of get your momentum and your inertia going. So you trick your brain into thinking, okay, wow, I like this feeling of getting stuff done, and also I feel like I am capable of doing this. And then as you schedule harder things in your morning, your brain's kind of like already warmed up and it's ready to go. And then in the afternoon you can take a break and do something fun. So yeah, this was kind of my warm-up, and then pink is breakfast, and then this is kind of where we schedule the harder stuff that involves a bit more brain power. And then the afternoon is like lighter, and then we kind of get back into it. Alright, so I finished my palliative care lecture. It's now 9 o'clock. I'm gonna take a quick break. I find like getting up, moving around, doing some stuff between lectures or studying, it's really helpful just to get the blood flowing, give your brain a break, and also standing up is really good for your health. So, as the same as yesterday, I am going to make my bed and do another load of laundry, and then we will get right back into working. Alrighty, it is 9:30, let's get back to work. So I just made a homemade Frappuccino as my afternoon pick-me-up, and it is so delicious. All you need is ice, a little bit of instant coffee with some water, some whipped cream, and a little bit of sugar. And then on top I put more whipped cream and a bit of caramel sauce. Highly recommend. So So this is the arm and ab workout routine that I did today. I'm in no way a certified trainer and don't want to pretend to be, but if you're interested in like an at-home workout or want some ideas, this is basically what I did. It was really good for getting the heart rate up and I feel like I got a decent workout, but it was kind of nice to not have to leave the house. Alrighty, so this brings us to the end of the whole weekend scheduling vlog. I was gonna do Monday to Friday, but after 2 days I'm like, I think we get the point. I scheduled stuff and then I did it. So I just wanted to get this video out as soon as possible so that hopefully if you're starting your week off or you're trying to get it right tomorrow, this has given you some ideas. This is just what has worked for me. So yeah, if you are working from home or you're doing university classes from home, I feel your pain. We're in this together and hopefully we can motivate each other and just do our best. Anyways, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye!